Shannon, are we ready to go?
We are ready. Anytime you're ready, Mayor.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Shannon, are you there ready to go?
We are ready.
Hang on. I'm not hearing him.
Can you hear me?
I need help.
Bill, would you talk?
I'm here.
Still quiet.
Ron, can you hear me at all?
Try again, Bill.
How about this?
Can't hear.
No. Everybody else can hear me though? Okay, thank you.
Go.
Better, that's better. Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Good.
So glad I have help.
Yeah, me too.
Shannon, are we good to go?
We are ready to go.
Okay, it is 3:30. I'll call this special meeting of the Post Falls City Council to order. I see we have got Council President Wilhelm, Councilor Borders, Wolf, Malloy, Thorson, and I do not know if Councilor Anthony is going to be joining us. I know he just had surgery and don't know if he's going to be on board. So let's just move forward. And I'll turn my phone off. Are there any amendments to the agenda?
There are none today, sir.
Are there any declarations of conflict? Seeing none. Pretty hard to have a conflict when we just find out about it a couple days ago, so that's good. We do have one item for this meeting, and it's under new business, action item. It's a Pleasant View Road Build Grant Submittal. Bill, are you running with that one?
I am, Mayor.
It's all yours.
Okay, thank you. Mayor and Council, thanks for taking time out of everybody's busy schedule to join in on this special session. What we're going to be requesting approval for today is a submittal on behalf of the city to apply for a federal aid build grant. That build grant that we're applying for is to make improvements to Pleasant View Road from Celtice Way to just south of Highway 53. And let me see if I can share a screen here with you real quick. Okay, can everybody see this? This is kind of the limits of the scope of the project. Like I say, it goes from it's along Pleasant View Road from Celtice Way up north on 53. It ties into work that the Idaho Transportation Department will be doing in a few years, constructing a new interchange at the intersection of Highway 53 and Pleasant View. This map that I'm showing here is looking north on this. The improvements completely are to widen Pleasant View Road to a 5-lane facility. Urban improvements, curb, gutter, a multi-use path on the east side, streetlights. It includes crossing 2 rail crossings, one at the UP on the south end towards just north of Pleasant View, and then includes rail work in up towards Prairie Avenue. Additionally, the Post Falls Highway District is installing a single-lane roundabout very shortly at Prairie and Pleasant View. This project would actually widen that to a double-lane roundabout. If we're successful enough to get the grant, the agreement between us and the funding agency would occur in 2022, and a couple of years later is when we would actually be going to construction by the time we get through environmental and get through design. In addition to the road widening, we're extending sanitary sewer and domestic water up the corridor as well. The sanitary sewer is fairly simple. There's just running a large diameter 18-inch sewer line up north of Prairie Avenue. That line in itself provides some domestic fire flows within this area. And then running a line down Grange Avenue to support a future trucking facility and future transload facility that's at this location here. Sanitary Sewer is installing a collection system that feeds to a lift station down in this general vicinity, and that lift station then pumps to the City of Post Falls treatment plant. Currently, this Pleasant View Road is under the jurisdiction of the Post Falls Highway District. The city's been working hard and will continue working to complete annexations along this corridor, and I think you're probably all familiar with that. We've had discussions with the Post Falls Highway District and have received a letter of support from them. We've also received letters of support all the way from the governor's office, kind of down through all the local communities here, including one from BNSF, which we just got today. There's additionally within the project is a transload facility where they would offload freight from the BNSF spur line into this property where the trucking company is going to develop. That is included in the project. However, the dollars are included as private match for the grant application. So those would be done. They're within it, are listed as a match. We also have a match for a portion of the water line listed within the water transportation plan is about $780,000 to originally extend an 18-inch line and get it underneath the UP rail lines in this area. And that was put in primarily to allow and spur economic growth kind of within this general region. The current census tracts have this area classified as rural as opposed to urban. And that's very important for the grant application in that under the rural application, a match isn't required. Under an urban classification, there would be a 20% match. So there's not a match that is required. However, we do have private match when, as I just mentioned, the construction of the transload facility. The other match is were the dollars for the water system that we already had allocated within our master plan. The total project cost is about $23.9 million. The grant request is $21.6 million and some change on both of those. The difference between those being the city match and the private match on the transload facility. The private match on the transload facility is around $1.5 to $1.6 million. The staff has been working really hard and working in conjunction with the trucking company and Nancy Mayville of PAC to prepare this grant. These grant applications are usually a 4 to 6 month process. We've crammed it into a very short few weeks here. Our submittal date is Monday, the 18th is coming Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern time, so that'd be 2 o'clock our time. Shannon had forwarded out the draft of where we were first thing this morning of Nancy's document that she's putting together. We'll probably be working through most of tomorrow, putting some polishing touches, changing exhibits and clarifying some language and some items like that. However, it doesn't change the overall scope of the project, and we don't see any change in the dollar amounts that are within there. So we, as I mentioned earlier, we are requesting permission to make a submittal on this grant Monday morning. So that was kind of a brief overview, and I guess we'll stand for questions at this point.
Bill, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So if you're looking to put sanitary sewer along that stretch of road,
Correct.
And I know that's been one of the detriments for us as far as trying to relocate businesses, et cetera, out there. So this, you say would be 2022, probably start construction the year after that or 2 years after that. Suppose businesses come in along that stretch and want to be annexed and need to have this sanitary sewer. Can that all be tied together? I mean, I understand that's maybe a side note from this grant application, but if we use the grant funds to put the sanitary sewer in, what happens if people come in the interim or after that? Do they still have to pay their share?
After that, we would still be charging capitalization,
Yeah,
appropriate capitalization fees that we have in accordance with that. We weren't looking to develop like a latecomers agreement or
Okay.
something according to that at this point. You know, we are requesting the full grant amount, and there's a possibility the funding agency might come back and not fund us completely. In which case we'll look at other grants, urban renewal dollars, and there could be a possibility that maybe we would do a latecomers agreement or something like that. But
Well,
right now we're not looking at anything other than somebody would be required to extend the facilities, hook up, and pay appropriate capitalization fees.
Okay. Bill, could you quit sharing your screen so I can see all the council members in case we have, thank you very much. Thank you for the effort you folks are putting in, trying to condense all that work into a short period of time. My attitude, and I'll let council speak, but my attitude is it's a grant application. If we get it and don't use it, we don't have to, but we're not going to know unless we submit the application. So personally, I would be in favor of that. Council? Any other comments? Linda?
I would also be in favor. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you for all the hard work on this, you guys. Really appreciated.
Thanks, Linda.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Lynn, you got a thumbs up. So you would need a motion from us, is that correct?
Yes, a motion to submit the grant application,
So
I would-
moved.
the build grant application. Thank you.
What was that, Joe?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Motion second. Further discussion? Shannon, will you please take the roll?
Can I ask who made the motion?
Mr. Malloy did. It was seconded by, I believe, Mr. Borders.
Yep.
Thank you. Wilhelm,
Aye.
Borders,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Malloy,
Aye.
Thorson.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. And again, staff, thanks for all your work on this. Council, thank you very much for making time available for the special council meeting. I know we had to have it prior to our next meeting, so I appreciate your time on that. Is there anything else to come before that's for the good of the order?
Mr. Mayor, I'll just mention, I can't remember if it was in the documents anywhere, the grant award will be made prior to September 30th of 2020. So we'll know prior to September 30th whether or not we receive this grant.
Okay. It would be a huge help if we could get that funding for that part of town, so. Al?
Just wanted to wish Carrie a happy birthday.
Yes, 29.
Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's part of the number system, right? That's why I look at it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have a birthday, so that
Beat the alternative, I agree.
Yes.
Yep.
Next motion would be,
Adjourn.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah.